Hey my glam girls, welcome back to my channel. It's Chelsea, where we talk about all things glam and all things girly. We are embarking on one of the most wonderful times of the year, and it is the Sephora savings event. Okay, I have literally the ultimate shopping guide. Get your pocketbooks ready. Yes, I said pocketbooks. Get your wallets, get all the things ready, because I have all the recommendations that you will possibly need for this savings event. And I really don't, so I have more videos coming. So stay tuned for that. But before we get into this video, I just wanna say thank you so much for spending some time with me today. I truly do appreciate it. And if you are new, I would love for you to click that button down below, subscribe to the channel, and join the Glam Girl Squad, because we'd love to have you. And let's get right into this video. So first, I wanna say thank you so much to Sephora for collaborating with me on this video. We have such a wonderful time right now, the Sephora savings event. So it does begin on April the 14th for Rouge members. They do save 20% off, and then starting April the 18th, VIP members will be able to shop the savings event, saving 15% off. And then on April the 18th as well, our Beauty Insider members will be able to start shopping the savings event, saving 10% off. All tiers will use the code SAVENOW. This is going to be available in US and Canada stores, and also the Sephora and Kohl's. There are some exclusions, so you'll have to check Sephora to confirm what those are. And what I think is amazing is that the whole entire Sephora collection will be 30% off no matter what tier you are, and that begins on April the 14th. Okay, now get your drinks, your popcorn, get anything, because this is gonna be a long one. I'm gonna try to make it as concise as possible, but like I mentioned before, I tried to think of every possible category I could think of within a decent time limit that I could share recommendations for you all. Like I said, I do have other recommendations for you, so stay tuned for those videos. But let's dive into this one. So starting off with primers. So I wanted to give you a couple of glow primers. So we've got Danessa Myricks Yummy Glow Serum. You've heard me talk about this multiple times before, but this is really great as a primer. It's also great as a moisturizer. And if you want a product to really hydrate the skin prior to makeup application, or if you just want to wear it alone. Another great one is going to be the Merit Great Skin. This is their Instant Glow Serum. You can apply this after your daily moisturizer, and it gives a really nice glow to the skin. It also has really great ingredients for your skin, and it's great under makeup as well. So you can wear this in addition to your makeup, or you can wear it alone. Now, if you want a mattifying primer, I do have one. Now, obviously, there are tons of other mattifying primers out there. Like I said, I wasn't trying to make this video so long, but I'm trying to choose the products that I think the majority of us could pick and choose from that would be great for you. So keep that in mind. Like, obviously, there's more than what I'm gonna share here, but I think one of the best mattifying primers out there on the market, Balm Powder, Universal Shade. You can also get a tinted shade. I have those as well. But the Universal Shade, in my opinion, is just a go-to. I love to put this in my T-zone when I want to have more of a mattified look, or I'll take a little bit of this and mix it in with my foundation, and it really does help to not only sort of mattify the skin, but really make it poreless and prolong my foundation. It literally prolongs every one of my foundations, and it makes them look better on the skin. Can't beat it. Even though this is a mattifying product, if you do have dry skin, you can use this. Now, my recommendation, if you have dry skin, this product is also a recommendation, is go in with the beauty oil. So if you apply the beauty oil first and then apply this, it really does still give you the mattifying and blurring effects, but it'll make it more suitable to your drier skin. So that's my recommendation. If you tried the balm powder, it didn't work for you, and you just felt like it's just not a product for me, go in with a hydrating primer-like product, either her beauty oil or a beauty oil that you think would be best for you that you already have. One last one, OG Holy Grail status for some of us, probably a lot of us, Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. Guys, this is a holy grail product for a reason. It's got vitamins A and E in it. It's gonna help to protect the skin's moisture barrier, and it's great for using as a hydrating primer for your makeup application. You can also use this as your moisturizer as well. It's really that good, very creamy type of product. Highly recommend it. It's one of those like OG statuses that you don't hear a lot about nowadays, but it is still a really great product that you should look into if you've never tried it, or if you are looking for one of those more hydrating primers that have more of a creamy type formula. Okay, tinted moisturizers. So the newest one, shaking it up, the Too Faced Born This Way Healthy Glow Skin Tint SPF 30. I wear the shade Warm Sand. This is beautiful. It's marketed as a skin tint, and it is a skin tint, but it gives actually really good coverage once applying like a couple of layers. It does last very well on the skin, true to color, and I think it's really amazing if you want a skin tint, but you also want it to have a little bit more coverage at times. This is a really good one, and it's got a nice shade range. Another one is Amika Lay. So I wear the shade medium 1. This is beautiful. So luscious and glowy on the skin. And it really, if I can say, has more of a skin tint formula. You're not gonna get a ton of coverage, but if you want something that will add some glow to the skin and kind of dull down some of that redness, even out your complexion a little bit, this is really beautiful for that. If you want more of like a mattifying skin tint, the Fenty Beauty Eavesdrop is a wonderful one. I wear the shade 13. 13 is a little light for me, so I probably need to get shade either 14 or 15 just to have more of a deeper tone. But this is really beautiful, and it lasts all day. In the summer heat, it's still there. So this is a really great one as well. And then lastly, another newer one is by Save Beauty. So I have the shade 19. This is beautiful, has a glowy finish. It does last pretty good on the skin. Like, this definitely got me through a work day. I would say that the Too Faced probably lasted a little bit longer than Say, but I mean, really beautiful. You could blend this with your fingers. You could also blend it with a brush or a sponge. I wore this one for like a week straight, and I loved how it lasted on the skin. So really, really, really would recommend this one as well for skin tints. All right, I'm moving fast because we got a whole bunch of products to talk about. And I have probably done reviews on all of these products. So if you want more of an in-depth review, just check out my videos. I got you there with in-depth reviews. And of course, all of these products will be linked down below. I would truly appreciate it if you would not mind shopping through my links. It would help me to earn a small commission and support my channel. It's definitely up to you to shop through my links, but I would really appreciate it if you did. Okay, now let's get into stick foundation. So this one's not new, but the Huda Beauty Stick Foundation is such a beautiful formulation. I wear the shade Toffee. It lasts so good on the skin. I would say that this gives you about a satin finish to the skin, lasts all day long, and it's beautiful. Another one that's actually new to Sephora, I was so happy to see them there, is Basma. Oh my goodness. So the brand actually reached out to me about a year ago, asked me if I wanted to try their foundations. This is a beautiful foundation. Y'all need to check this out. Very creamy formula, lasts very well on the skin. I have shades 10, 15, and 18. So shade 15 is the shade that I wear all over my face. And then shade 18 is the shade that I wear as concealer, because the shades go back. The darker the shade, the lower the number. Yeah, the darker the shade, the lower the number. So shade 18 is lighter than shade 15. So shade 15 is the shade that I wear all over the face. Shade 18 is what I can wear for the concealer. It's light enough to wear under the eyes as a concealer type of product. It doesn't feel heavy. And then shade 10 is what I wear if I want to do like a nice bronze contour on the skin. Such a beautiful creamy formula. I would say that the finish of this is also a satin formula. But if you have oily skin, I think you could definitely try it and just use your mattifying products and it will work great. It's not overly greasy or anything. Same as Huda, not a greasy formulation at all. Satin kind of natural finish on the skin that you can definitely work with your primers, setting powders, and so forth. And then lastly, one of my absolute favorite stick foundations, Tom Ford Traceless Stick Foundation. I wear the shade 8.7 Golden. This is like my go-to product foundation for the summer. This formula is a little more dewy, and it has okay staying power. So for me, I always mix it with the Universal Balm powder, and that way it gives me a longer lasting finish on the skin, and it actually looks a little better mixing it with the balm powder. So that's my secret to getting it to last longer versus wearing it by itself. Okay, liquid foundations. I got a lot in here, so I'm gonna just kind of roll through these because you all have pretty much already heard of these in detail. So first one, YSL All Hours, great for all skin types. I Wear Shade DM1 literally has been an absolute favorite of mine since it came out, what, October, November of last year. Highly recommend it. Does have full coverage. Gucci foundation, stunning. I would say this has more of like a demi matte finish to the skin. I Wear Shade 310N, so poreless on the skin. Beautiful, definitely check it out. Then we have the Grail Terracotta Foundation. I wear the shade 4N. This has more of like a natural satin finish to the skin. So hydrating and healthy on the skin. I would recommend this for normal to maybe combination skin types. Stunning. Then we have Makeup Forever HD Foundation. I wear the shade 3Y46. Perfect for all skin types. Absolutely amazing for photography. Chef's kiss. Definitely check this one out. Cannot forget one of my favorite OG, Armani Luminous Silk. Beautiful, beautiful natural finish on the skin. I've actually been reaching for this one for like the past week and a half lately. Like, it is just so beautiful. I'm like, I mean, why do we ever stop talking about this foundation? It's literally a foundation for any skin type. It's got a nice solid medium coverage. It is so beautiful on the skin, very perfecting. It has a little bit of a pore blurring effect to it, and it's stunning. I wear the shade 8.75. And then lastly, the foundation I'm wearing, another OG one, Estee Lauder Double Wear. How could we ever forget about Double Wear? So I wear the shade 4N2. This foundation is for any skin type as well, so it does have a matte finish to the skin, but as you can see with how my skin looks, it doesn't look overly dry and mattified. So what I did today was I added the Yummy Glow Serum first, and then I went in with the foundation, and it definitely helped to manipulate the texture of the Estee Lauder Double Wear just a bit so it wasn't overly dry on my skin. I have more normal skin, so for me, I added that, and I love how the finish looks on the skin. Plus I have highlighter and stuff, but that allowed for it not to be overly dry on the skin. So I personally believe that if you do have drier skin, go in with your hydrating primers and you can use this foundation. It literally is like the most long-lasting foundation on the market, probably. All right, powder foundation. I have two for you guys. Makeup Forever Ultra HD Foundation. I wear the shade 3N54. Oh my goodness. This is by far my most favorite powder foundation across the board. Beautiful for all skin types. Now, I will say that if you have more oily skin, this is not going to be as hardcore and mattifying as the first rendition of this powder foundation. This one is going to be a little more, it definitely isn't as mattified. So it is a powder foundation, but it does not look like powder. It definitely looks more like skin. And when I have worn it on my face throughout the day, my skin does not end up looking like overly matte and dry. So if you have more oily skin and you're looking for like a very mattifying powder foundation, this is not gonna do that, but it is a really beautiful powder foundation. So I would still say check it out, but I just wanted to put that out there because I had the original one. I think I still have it. I think I do. I just don't feel like looking for it. It's not as like hardcore and like matte as that formula. And then another one is the Fenty Beauty Powder Foundation. I wear shade 330. This one is really beautiful if you want to use it as a finishing powder. That's actually how I used it more. I would buff it into the skin after I applied my liquid foundation. You could also use it by itself just as a very light powder foundation. Once again, didn't make the skin overly dry. It looked more like skin, but better. So really beautiful formula. Okay, on to concealers. So we have Givenchy Prisme Libre, the one that I'm wearing today. This is the shade N312, the most beautiful concealer that has come out this year. Full coverage, more of a natural finish under the eyes. Like, it's definitely not dry at all. Creamy formula, blends very well. It is stunning. Then we have the Sephora collection Best Skin Ever concealer. I wear the shade 33N. Honestly, you guys, these two remind me a lot of each other, and I haven't done a comparison yet, but this one, long lasting, full coverage, very creamy. I mean, we can have a dupe here, and this one is gonna be 30% off. So I would say, I say check out both of them, but you really can't go wrong with either one. If you're looking for a really good full coverage concealer, but that's really creamy as well. And with the Sephora collection, let's say you really love this formula, it's a multi-use product. So you can use it as your all over foundation type of product. You can get a deeper shade, use it as your bronzer contour. I mean, you can use this one for a lot of things. Another concealer, Dior Backstage concealer. I wear the shade 3W. I cannot put this concealer down. It's definitely not anything new, but if you want more of a natural, very natural finish to the skin, I would say natural to demi matte finish to the skin, this is great. The key to this concealer, that at least that I think, is let it dry down, then blend it out. That's where the magic happens. Any of these concealers I mentioned so far can be used for any skin type. I would say that the Givenchy and the Best Skin Ever is gonna be really great for all skin types, including dry skin. And then I would say the Dior one, I would say this is probably gonna be best for normal to oily skin. Not saying dry skin can't use it, but the formula is just a bit more dry. So if you have like extremely dry under eyes, it may not be the best one for you. Okay, and then lastly, Rare Beauty's Under Eye Brightener. I know it's not necessarily a concealer, but we kind of use it like a concealer. OMG, perfect for those no makeup days when you want to brighten the under eye, but you don't really want to put on a whole lot of makeup. I love the shade medium to really brighten the under eyes, especially if I'm wearing like light makeup. And then I have shade medium tan. Is that what that is? Yeah. Medium tan is basically my skin tone. So if I'm not wearing any type of makeup, or I just have like very minimal makeup and I just really want to brighten the under eye, but I don't really want to like make it that under eye lighter, then I'll use shade medium tan. But the product is great. It gives like a very little coverage as well. So that's why I said it's really great for either those no makeup days, or if you want to put a concealer on and then add that to brighten, perfect for that. Powder. So we have 3 powders for you. Danessa Myricks Evolution Powder, shade 01. The finest, silkiest setting powder you will ever use, in my opinion. That's the powder that I'm wearing today under my eyes. And then another great one is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD setting powder. I have this shade 3.0 Golden Beige. This shade is great for all over my face. This was sent to me by the brand, so I do need to pick up one for the actual under eye area and T-zone area, a lighter shade. But this is really beautiful for pictures, and it really makes the skin look very blurred and perfected. And then the Sephora Collection Micro Smooth Powder. I have purchased this no less than like 3 or 4 times. I have this shade 3510. This one is, so beautiful and blurring. So this actually can also be used as a very light powder foundation as well, or you can use it as a finishing powder to really just buff everything into the skin. It is stunning. Like, for as affordable as it is, it really performs at like a $60, $70 price tag powder product. No lie there. Really beautiful. Definitely check that one out. Bronzers. So let's start off with some stick bronzer recommendations, or cream bronzer recommendations, I should say. So cream bronzer recommendations. Rare Beauty added some more shades to their stick bronzers, and I'm so happy about that because Good Energy is such a beautiful shade. So this one is going to be more of like a neutral bronze shade, which is my favorite type of color when it comes to bronzers and contour. The formula is so creamy, blends effortlessly into the skin and lasts well on the skin. Then we have the LYS cream bronzers. Don't sleep on these either. This is in the shade called Courage. Really, really beautiful, extremely pigmented. Like, make sure that you go in with a light hand, because if you go in with too much of a hand, you're gonna have a lot of blending to do. But it does blend into the skin effortlessly, and once again leaves just such a beautiful bronze on the skin. Then we have the Say Cream Bronzer. They also expanded on their shades, and so here's one of their newest shades, Tan Bronze. This is beautiful. Once again, just a really beautiful neutral bronzer shade that I love. And I also love their shade Deep Bronze. That has more of a reddish hue to it that is just stunning. Looks great on my complexion as well. If I want a very warm type of bronze to the skin, these last forever on the skin and don't have to be set. And the same with the Rare Beauty and the LYS Beauty. Cream bronzers, you do not have to set those even though there are cream formulas, which I really do like. And then Balm Contour. This is nothing new. You guys have heard me talk about this for forever. Shade Medium 3. Now this is great if you want to kind of contour the skin, but you don't want the coolest contour color. I love this shade because it is more cool tone, but it's not so cool and gray that it's a little intimidating to work with. And this tone can be used as a bronzer contour shade as well. So I put that down today as the base for my bronzer, and I love this product. Definitely check this one out. Okay, powder bronzer recommendations. The powder bronzer I'm wearing today is by Gucci. Do not sleep on this Gucci bronzer. So I have the shade 04. Stunning, okay? This is a beautiful, ever so slightly shimmer bronzer. And I don't even like to use the word shimmer because you don't see any shimmer on the cheek. You just have more so of like a healthy glow type bronze with this. It's a beautiful formula, and it's just the packaging, and it comes with like a cute little velvet sleeve. I mean, honey, it's stunning. Don't forget about Char Girl. Char Girl's bronzers are still some amazing powder bronzer. This is the shade Tan. This is the shade that I really love for my complexion. So silky smooth. If you love her Airbrush Flawless Finish powder, which check that one out as well. That's like an OG tried and true powder. If you love that formula, the bronzer has the same formula. So silky smooth, just bronzes the skin effortlessly, and it's amazing. And then the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Palette, number 3. Oh my goodness. They really did so good with this one. So they have obviously more than one. They have 3 versions of this. If you have a deeper complexion, I love to use this as my bronzer. So you've got a highlight shade, and then you have these 2 shades right here. So I use these 2 shades as bronzer. The middle shade honestly is my favorite one. This highlight is a little too deep for me, but I can wear it if I mix it with a lighter highlight, and it just looks so beautiful on the cheeks. The formula is just effortlessly blending into the skin, and it is stunning. Blush. So starting off with cream blushes. Danessa Myricks Balm Powder Flushed. Get them all. Get them all. I'm telling you, you need them all. All of them will work for any type of complexion out there. Look at her pictures, and on the website, you'll see that every shade really does work for every complexion. Today, I'm wearing the shade Dancing Queen, which is this shade right here. Oh, look at Dancing Queen. You can wear these sheerly, you can wear them pigmented, and you can also wear them on the cheek, eyes, and lips. Then we have the Rare Beauty liquid blushes, so pigmented as well. You can wear them sheerly or as pigmented as you want, and they last forever. You get so much product, and you literally need like half a dot on the cheeks. And then we have the Charlotte Tilbury liquid matte blushes. These are really good as well. They blend really beautifully into the skin, and I really do like them. They are some beautiful products, and I would recommend them as well if you're looking at them from Charlotte Tilbury. And then lastly, we have the LYS Beauty Cream blushes. I have all of them as well, but I'll just show you a couple. So this is the shade called Humble. These last really great on the skin. They don't have to be set. And this is the shade called Passion. And they have a matte finish to the skin, so really great. And in terms of the Balm Powder Flush, the Rare Beauty Liquid blushes, and the Charlotte Tilbury blushes, you don't have to set those either. So all of them are great for any skin type. You can put them on and keep it rolling. Powder blushes. I've got a few of those as well. Okay, Dior, you need it. So this is the shade 001. They also have a coral shade, and this pink shade is so, it is honestly as universal as a pink shade like this can be. Supposedly it has pH balancing properties in it where it actually kind of meshes into your skin and is the correct or the right tone of pink for your skin. I was so blown away by this. definitely check it out. I'm picking up the coral shade during the savings event. And then the One Size Cheek Clappers, really great product for so many different skin types. They have a ton of different shades in these palettes. You get a cream product and then a powder product and then a shimmer product. So I think these are great. And they're also multi-use. You can of course use these on the cheeks, but then you can use them on the eyes as well for a really quick look. So this is the palette called Rich Fetch. And then I also have Attention Seeker. Love, love, love this one. Okay, let's not forget about Mother Pat McGrath. She did it with her blushes. The formula is still great. I still love these and highly recommend them. So this is the shade called Love Struck. Her blushes are great, last well on the skin, blend effortlessly into the skin. She did so good with those. Patrick Ta blushes, you can't go wrong with them. This is my absolute favorite Patrick Ta blush of all time. She's so LA. When I don't know what blush to wear, I can always put on this product and she looks stunning every single time. So can't go wrong with any of his blushes. They are beautiful and extremely pigmented, last very well on the skin. Moving on to highlight. So for highlighter, I've got liquid highlighters. Okay, Rare Beauty liquid highlighters are some of my favorite. I have a couple of shades. This is my newest one to my collection called Reflect. These are beautiful, very much giving you that, like, you can either go lit from within type glow or you can get like glowing to the gods glow. So these are really beautiful. You get a lot of product in them as well. You have Janessa's Vision Flush Glow. I don't know why I said that so slow. I think I was trying to make sure I got the words right. But I have all of them. My favorites are going to be the shade Tiara and then Crave and Electric Love. These are my favorites from them. But guys, all of them are beautiful and they look great on the skin. And even for the deeper tones, I've worn the deeper tones, but I've mixed them with a lighter tone and they look so beautiful against my complexion. So definitely check those out. Okay, her illuminating veil. So this product I absolutely love as well. So this is the shade Radiance. It's a mini size. But what I like to do with her illuminating veil, because it's kind of a thicker liquid highlighter, I like to put it on before my foundation when I really want to make my glow like very multi-dimensional. I'll apply it before I apply my foundation and then like add, you know, highlighter on top, and it's, oh my goodness. The glow is so real. This is a beautiful product as well. And then moving on to powder highlight. So the Rare Beauty powder highlights, OMG. So please don't sleep on these either. These, stunning. Okay, so if you have texture on your skin and you wanna wear a highlight, but you don't wanna have your texture overly emphasized, this is a wonderful powder highlight that will not do that. I mean, all highlight is going to emphasize the texture on your skin to some degree, but this does so in a very minimal way. So I'm wearing this shade today and oh, do y'all see? Look at her. Oh, she's so pretty. Can't go wrong with them. These Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood highlighters, okay, these are really beautiful as well. So this is the shade called Gilded Glow. Very smooth powder that glides onto the skin. This gives us more like that lit from within glow, but you can also really amp it up as well. So this is a really beautiful formula. And then the LYS Beauty highlighters. Guys, these highlighters are stunning, okay? Stunning. So this is the champagne one. This is my favorite one. She's got a rose gold one and then a very deep, beautiful one. It's almost like a copper gold color. Oh, too deep for me to wear as a highlighter on my face, but would be absolutely amazing on like deeper, richer complexions. So definitely check those out as well. We are moving along. All right, we've got highlighters. Let's go into some eyeshadow. So Danessa's Color Fix. Y'all need the color fix, okay? You need all the color fix. So on my eyes, I'm wearing two of them today. I'm wearing both of these mixed together. And this is the shade Blossom and this is the shade Milky Way. Her color fix can be used so many different ways. So like the shade Blackout, you can use it as an eyeliner. You can use this as a mascara. You can use it in so many different ways. Color fix lasts all day, all night. and into the next week once they dry down. Another one of my favorite shades is Ballerina. I love to use this on the eyes, but also as a highlighter on the cheek. I mean, the possibilities are endless. Carrot Top, I like to use this as a color corrector mixed in with a foundation. I mean, you just can't go wrong, okay? Can't go wrong. Then we have what I'm also wearing on my eyes is Pat McGrath's. This is her Velvet Liaison Mothership palette. And oh, it's the all matte version. These are some beautiful formulated matte shadows. And so for my eye look today, I used these two shades right here. That was it, as the base of the eye, and then added those two color fakes on top. But I reach for this one a lot, especially when I want like a good collection of mattes on the eyes, or if I want to go for an all matte eye, this is what I'll reach for. Another one is the Natasha Love Face Palette. Really beautiful eyeshadow formulas here. And I love these tones. If you're like someone like me, you love pink tones, the formula of these is beautiful. The highlighter is amazing. Not gonna lie, this blush is not my favorite, but I can work with it. So as a whole, I think this palette is really beautiful. Then another Natasha one, her Dream palette. Honey, this is great. You really can't go wrong with really any Natasha palette out there. So if there's one that you're looking at, more than likely it is worth your buy. This one was a huge favorite of mine, and I highly recommend it. Then we have Dominique Cosmetics, her Essential palette. This is one that I recently have been picking up like time and time again. This is great if you like more neutral tones and just a palette that works very great for everyday looks, but you don't have like the most drab colors. Like I love like the mauve tones in this palette and your golds. Like I don't know what it is about this palette, but I can't put it down, and I think it's amazing and the formula is great. And then a kind of, you know, out of the box one that is still available, but it is limited edition. So if you want it, you need to get it before it sells out. Lightworks 4, okay? Danessa Myricks and this Lightworks 4 palette, okay? All of the Alien Superstar vibes in a palette. Like I said, it's still available, but I would definitely get it if you are looking into getting it, because she means limited edition when she says limited edition. And although these tones don't look like everyday tones, you can definitely apply them more subtly, mix them with more neutral tones, and you can wear them, if I could say, in more of like an everyday type of style. Or you can just reserve them when you really want to be out there. Either way, formula is amazing, and I highly recommend this palette. Eyeliner, so I have a couple for you. So we have the Makeup Forever Artist Pencils. I need more of these. These are so amazing and multi-use. So you can use this for eyeliner. You can also use them on your lips. So I used them on my lips today actually. Or you can find a shade that works for your brows and use them in your brows. Very long lasting, and they're just so like silky smooth when you apply them to the eyes, and I absolutely love them. I have the black shade, Versatile Chestnut, Up and Down Tan, and then I have another one. It's more of like a brown tone, and I just can't find it right now, but highly recommend these. Then we have Danessa's Infinite Chrome Pencils. These are so beautiful. So today I'm wearing two of them. I'm wearing the shade called Cherio. It's that darker purple shade, and then I also have Lilac Quartz. So multi-dimensional. It reminds me of like the Lightworks 4 palette, but in pencil form, in the sense of every shade has like a shift to it, so it's just not that one shade, and they're so amazing. Emerald is another one of my favorite. Like definitely check these out when you want to add like a little jazz to the eye look, but you don't want the eye look to be too much, but you want a little shimmer and shine. These are so great for that. And then Valentino's eyeliner. So it's a dual-sided eyeliner. On one side, you've got more of like a pencil eyeliner, and on the other side, you have like a liquid pen, felt tip pen. So fine, very black, matte black formula, and I love it, love it, love it. Okay, brows. 2 brow recommendations for you. Benefits, this is the Precisely My Brow, I mean, tried and true for a reason. I have the shade 4.5 and I absolutely love the hair-like strokes that it applies. Blends the product effortlessly. Can't go wrong with it. Valentino 3-in-1 brow pencil has been my ride or die for so long. So it is my preferred brow pencil, if I'm being honest. So you've got your spoolie, then you take it apart here. Here is the brow pencil part. This is in the shade Gray or Granite. Then you've got your felt like pen that gives you like those hair-like strokes. It makes the brow look so natural. And it's amazing. It's by far my favorite. There's only 3 shades, so I would like for them to come out with more shades. But this actually works really well for me because I like my brows to have more of a cooler tone to them. So this is great. Love, love, love it. Lashes, velour lashes, okay? Can't go wrong with them. So I'm wearing this style called Sassy but Classy. And as you can see, if I get up close, very beautiful, like full and voluptuous, but not too full because you can still see my eyeshadow peeking through, but definitely there. Some lashes that I actually have to pick up. I ran out of them, but gonna pick them up. The Sephora collection weightless lashes. Oh my gosh, y'all, pick them up. So if you like a lash where you can't feel the band, them Sephora collection ones are the ones for you. They are beautiful. So love velours, love Sephora collections, weightless ones. Can't go wrong with them. Setting spray, I got one setting spray recommendation. Char Girl, I mean, do we need to talk about another one at Sephora? No, we don't. This one, your makeup lasts all day. You literally feel like this kind of tightening effect that just kind of makes you feel like everything's gonna stay in place. And it's also not drying on the skin too. So when you spray it, like, I don't want you to think when I say there's a tightening effect that your skin is gonna feel dry now. It does not feel dry. But when I say it makes your makeup look great and it makes your makeup last all day, it sure does. Mascara. I actually have 3 recommendations for you. I ran out of one. The one that I ran out of is the Lancome Idole. Oh my gosh, by far one of my favorite mascaras. Definitely need to pick that one up. It is beautiful, adds volume and length to your lashes. Then we have the new Fenty Beauty one. Yes, yes, and more yes. This adds volume and length as well. It is the mascara that I'm wearing today. And I love that the formula is not going to be overly clumping, because sometimes if a mascara does add volume, the formula is thick, so then it just clumps really easily. You can apply multiple layers of this particular mascara and it won't clump. Then the Tartelette Tubing Mascara is amazing. So if you want a mascara that is not gonna transfer at all, no matter what your eye shape is, no matter how short or long your lashes are, get you a tubing mascara, and the Tartelette Tubing one is where it's at. So this one is gonna add length and volume to your lashes, but because it's a tubing mascara, like if you can imagine, little tubes of mascara are gonna wrap itself around your lashes, and that's where you get the lengthening and volume from. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. The Fenty Beauty one, it basically doesn't transfer at all. Now, if I'm like crying or laughing or something like that, then I will notice like a little bit of transfer, but for the most part, it doesn't transfer. And the Lancome one as well. Like that one doesn't hardly transfer on me at all. Finishing powder. So 2 recommendations for you. The one that I'm wearing today is by Guerlain, the Meteorites. These are beautiful. So the shade that I have is called Golden. I'll show you what they look like really quickly. Okay, so I'm gonna be careful, I don't want them to fall out, but these are the Meteorites here. And you just swirl your brush in them and then buff it into your skin. And it just adds such a beautiful like glow without it being like too dewy. You just get like this sheen that you see on my face. It's from these Meteorites. I absolutely love them. And it really does work for any skin type because it's really not a tone as much as it's a glow. So I've seen someone with a deeper complexion wear them and it looks beautiful on their skin. So definitely check them out. And then I will also recommend the Laura Mercier. This is her loose setting powder. It's the Ultra Blur one. Now you can use this as a setting powder, so don't get me wrong, like you can use it as it. But because it has more of a blurring effect, you can also use this after applying like your foundation and like, let's say your regular setting powder to really blur the skin and buff everything into the skin. This one works really great for that. All right, y'all, we down to like the last category, lips. All right, so we got a couple of lip oil lip treatments for you. The Fenty Skin, this is the Plush Pudding Intensive Recovery Lip Mask. Put that in your cart, okay? So good. So first of all, I love the packaging. You twist off the cap and then you twist the bottom and the product comes out. So I'll just show you a quick little bit of it. You put it on your lips. It's a very thick, but not too thick type of formula. I love to put this on at night or first thing in the morning. After like I brush my teeth and things like that, when I just really want to make sure my lips are nice and hydrated. And it works really great too if your lips crack, because my lips definitely crack from time to time, and it just really helps to heal all of that chappedness and makes your lips suitable for any other product that you want to put on top of it. Then we have the lip treatment oil by LYS Beauty. Like, not enough people talk about this. Such a hydrating formula, but I also love that it's glossy too. So you get the benefits of a gloss and a lip treatment, and once again, makes my lips feel so smooth, glides on effortlessly, and it does last on the skin. Same as the Fenty Skin. Like, it's not one of those lip treatments that like absorbs into the skin and then you don't feel nothing later. It does last on the skin. Dior. This is the Lip Glow Oil. This one stays in my purse. As you can see, I have used a good bit of it. And my thing with Dior is you gotta try their lips. I mean, you gotta try the lips. So I wasn't a believer and now I am. This is so good. If you're looking for something a little more luxurious, because you're just like, I'm a luxurious type of person, the Dior Lip Glow Oils are really great, and basically does the exact same thing from the Fenty Skin and the LYS Beauty. It's just honestly your preference. Nothing that I'm recommending today is off limits in terms of, is it good enough? Do you think everything I'm recommending is worth your buy, in my opinion? Then we have Rare Beauty Lip Oils. OMG, these are really great. I love these. I have the shades called Affection and Joy. Last all day, and what I love most about them is the tint actually lasts. So I can wear this as my lip product of the day while getting the same benefits of a lip oil. Some glosses. So Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb, you can never go wrong with them. I mean, I still feel like it's one of the best gloss formulas on the market. Hot chocolate is what I'm holding up today. Can't go wrong with hot chocolate. Then we have Tower 28. Don't sleep on their glosses. Such a beautiful gloss formula. And I love that the pigment in the tube is actually what you see on your lips. This is the shade called Almond. Pair this with a brown lip liner. Tell Andrea Renee we said thank you, okay? Because she was the one that recommended this that I got it from, and she paired it with a brown lip liner. Honey, thank Andrea, okay? Then we get into some lipsticks. No, liquid lipsticks, okay? So we've got the Sephora Collection Cream Lip Stain. I've got a good amount of these, okay? Cannot go wrong with them. So I love them because they last all day on the skin. They are a liquid lipstick, if I can say formula, meaning that they do dry down, but they are not uncomfortable on the lips. So I have 2 of them on today. This is shade 84, so I put shade 84 all over the lips, and then I topped it with shade 66, which is this lighter shade here. Stunning, stunning. Always red. Oh my gosh, you see this red? I know I'm holding it weird, but do you see this red? You need it. And they're $15 before the 30% off. So check out these cream lip stains. Kid you not, a really amazing formula. Then we get into the Fenty Beauty Icon liquid lipsticks, or velvet liquid lipsticks. These are beautiful. I have the shades Riri and the MVP. I want to pick up a couple of more of these. I love these. Very pigmented, very comfortable on the lips. It isn't a liquid lipstick formula that completely dries down, so you can either add a little bit of powder over them. You can spray it with your favorite setting spray to kind of mattify it a little bit more so they last and won't transfer. But in my opinion, the formula is amazing. Definitely would recommend them because I think they are just a beautiful formula. Then we get into the LYS Beauty lipsticks. These are stunning. First of all, I love the packaging. So sleek, fit great into like a slimmer purse as well. And the shades are beautiful. Definitely check them out. I think I have almost all of the shades and I love them. They do last very well on the skin, especially for them being more of a lipstick formula. So I would say that they are a matte formula, but they're not like liquid lipstick matte. So they're not gonna suck the life out of your lips. Very hydrating, but they do last very well on the skin. So I would recommend them and definitely check them out. Then, okay, like I said, Dior. I've got a few different formulas here. So here's the Dior Rouge. This is in shade 111. This deep vampy purple shade, it looks stunning in the winter time. And then the Dior Velvet lips, I would say would have to be my favorite. So I purchased a, what do you call it? Deluxe sampler kit. So I got 6 of these and the formula is so beautiful and they last all day on the lips. And because they're that velvet formula, they're gonna have, it'll dry down on the lips but not feel dry on the lips. My favorite formula of lipstick would have to be velvet formulas. And because of that, I'm gonna also recommend the Gucci lipsticks but the velvet ones. Like I said, you just can't go wrong with the velvet lipstick. And if you feel like liquid lipsticks are too dry for your lips, I would check out a velvet formula. So these are my Gucci lipsticks that I love. And I also love the way they smell. I just love them. So I would check those out. And then lastly would be lip liners. You guys, we're gonna be done. Okay, so we've got LYS Beauty lip liners. Holler at them. I love the fine tip of them. Really beautiful shades. And the formula is creamy, but it does last on the lips. I love that you can see what shade the lip liner is based on the shade that's on the bottom of them, because I store my lip liners upside down. So I love that I can see what shade they are. And then I would recommend the Sephora collection lip liners. I mean, these are great. Very silky smooth, very creamy. I like that the actual color of the lip liner tubing is the color of the actual lip liner. And they're just amazing, absolutely amazing. And then lastly, don't forget Mother Pat McGrath. I think her lip liner formula is amazing. So pigmented, very creamy, and they also last very well on the lips, add so much dimension to your lips. I think they're amazing. And then just to finish off this lip, the lip liner that I added was the Makeup Forever Artist Pencil in Versatile Chestnut. I added it to the corners of my lips just to give this lip a dimension, and it's stunning. So like I said, these can be used for eyes, brows, and lips. Definitely would check them out. And guys, we are done. So let me know if you're interested in any of these products that I recommended today. Like I said, I have more recommendations for you, so stay tuned, subscribe to my channel so that you can stay abreast to all of those recommendations, because you know, I want you to have the best of the best. I want you to have options. So I hope that this video was helpful to you. Let me know down in the comment section below what you're interested in picking up during the Sephora savings event. Leave all that down below in the comment section. And if you've made it to this point in the video and you have yet to subscribe to my channel, I would love for you to consider subscribing and joining the Glam Girl Squad, because we'd love to have you. And guys, that is it. Thank you so much for watching, and I really hope to see you in my very next video. Bye guys.